everyone, it is time for our card class for the month of May. We are using the cassette paper, and so we're going to have some fun with it. I also use the mix-ins, and so we're going to do some fun techniques. So let me get started. And this is an all-purpose mat. Remember I told you a while ago, I love the all-purpose mat. They're long, and I have cut one up. I have a long one, but I also have cut one up so I can do these small projects without having to have the big one undone all the time. And I'm going to take some Seabrook ink, and let me showcase here really quick for you. Oh, I buried it so I couldn't see it. We're going to start with this stamp set. This is actually the cassette card making stamp set. I absolutely love these dies, especially for cards. They're a nice center point in your card that you can add a lot of fun to. So I will feature this, and so this one, I've done this open window look right now, so I've already cut it out. And we're gonna do a smushing technique, for that technical term, and you're just going to apply some color all over your pad. And you can do it however you want, and you can use any kind of ink, and you're gonna lay it face down on the side that you want, and just kind of rub, pick it up. Can you see what it did? And then just pick up some more. You can pick up some more. You can just continue to go around to get it to what you want it to look like. So there it is, and I'm just gonna get a little baby wipe here just to wipe up my mat so I don't have any inky fingers elsewhere. I'm just gonna put that aside for right now. And I have done this before, and so this is a wet one, and this is how it dries. So you can see that it gets a little bit lighter in color, and I'm going to put the wet one aside, and I'm going to work on this dry one. And I'm going to get have little sheets here of paper, so because I need to do a little stamping. So I am going to take the Seabrook ink, and let's see, did I put it on a block? Oh, I already took it off. So let me get this little curved stamp on a block, if I can find one that I'm not using. I like this stamp set because it comes with these nice curves that fit these ovals so nice. And I want to make sure I have enough ink. And just press down and lift up. And yes, it's very hard to see. It's very faded, but that's okay. That works. And then I am going to set that aside. Oh, nope. I got to do my leaf here really quick. Just going to do my leaf. Yep. And I'm going to do toffee, because toffee is just a cool color. It's a very nice neutral. Oh, that was good. And we're going to do first and second generation. So first generation, and then stamp off without re-inking. And first and second. And then I am going to do some fill-ins in the second generation, just to give it a little more texture. Yeah, I'm liking that. Okay, so easy peasy, just like that. Super simple. And then this card, this is a card that I showcase for class, and there is butterflies that are part of the embellishments that you get, like this. And so maybe you didn't get the embellishments, or you didn't like the embellishments. So we created our own embellishment butterfly. This is an older butterfly stamp set that we used in, I'm trying to think what maybe it's Cherish. It could be Cherish. And I'm using a Dream Maker stamp set. And it's upside down. That was good to know. And I'm just going to lightly press some ink into it. Nothing fancy, just to give it that same look and texture. And then I'm going to go back to the toffee, and I'm going to take my sponge dauber, and I'm just warming up those edges on that butterfly. So just like that. There's a fun little technique by using a die cut that you already have. And so then, then you have this card like this, and then you'll have 2 strips. You could use a whole sheet, but this is just a nice way to have your paper stretch farther. And then I liked this at a little angle, just like that. And then you're just going to attach your butterfly. You can attach it down below, however you want. And again, it goes on the card base like this. So that's how you assemble it. And here is the finished card. So pretty cool. New technique. Hopefully this smushing was a new way for you to see and do for that, that card. Okay, I'm going to set this aside. And then, oops, pieces here, pieces here. Get all my pieces together. Okay, so the next card, again, using this, and we're actually, and sometimes it's, when you get the paper, it's easy to burnish, so it lays flatter, gives you a flatter surface to work on, especially with your card bases. So this is using, again, the Colette paper, so it's going to look like this, okay? So I'm going to set this aside right here, and we're going to add, oops, let's add 1 glitter strip here. Well, straightened if it was straight. This would be easier if it was all down. You'll get the gist. And then we're going to take a piece of mist, and we're going to use the lighter side of this, and we're going to take the little fun stamp set that is off of the actual Colette card making kit. It's this fun little accent piece. It adds a lot of texture to your card. So we are going to get black ink again, and we are graciously just going to stamp 1, 2, 3, just to be safe on both ends. That's what's nice about the acrylics. We can see right through them. Easy peasy. ready to go. Excuse me for my reach. I just want to make sure. I don't like to leave my black ink on my stamps very long. They stain no matter what, but it does, I don't know, maybe it's a pet peeve of mine. I don't know, but I do like to wash them when I'm using black. Okay, so that is going here. And then we are going to take a piece of French vanilla, and I'm going to get my little sheet here really quick. So you can really tell that it's French vanilla cardstock because it is a different color than the white paper here. And I'm going to take my dauber that has some toffee on it, and I'm purposely smushing it around. Just, it's a nice way to clean your stamp, but I want to give it that antiqued look for the purpose of this being like an old postcard. I'm going to take some toffee ink. This is, again, out of this stamp set, using little pieces here. And we are just going to press down like a little stamp image there. And then on the back side, like that. And then I'm going to do one of the little scripts that is on here. I don't know what it says. I think it's in French or Spanish. I'm not sure. But then that gets mounted on this. Again, now this looks very dark because we are working with wet ink. And then what's really cool, what I really like about this kit is I loved this thin detail of a bow in the tag. And so with the blue, the mist, you're going to cut I do a fancy cut there, you know, just a pinch. So you can see where your line is. And that's, you're going to glue that down. And this goes across like that. And let me show you a finished one. So voila. All those pieces create this. Now this is a leftover gem. I used a blue tag that's part of that kit. Did the thinking of you in black. Added some black flowers that are thin cuts, die cuts. Well, they're the paper ones. I love these. They just add that little texture to it. So this is a fun card, really, again, super easy, but you can see the difference in a dry ink versus a wet ink. That's very obvious there. But again, a fun card to create using that kit of a stamp set. Okay, so let's go to another fun kit. And I've already, so this is a Dream Maker paper. I love this paper. I know I say that about a lot, but I'm enjoying playing with it. I love the colors. There's lots of variety. But I'm using the opposite side, which is a variegated pink, so it's very subtle. I used a mix-in, this beautiful green mix-in. Then I did a piece of ballerina cardstock. Again, a mix-in on that, and then used up a zip strip. When you look at the original, you will see that I actually used a different zip strip, but that's the cool thing about it. You have that versatility. So this is actually a full, let me show you here. So I need to burnish that because they are not laying down today. So this actually covers the whole card. It's not a white base showing like the first card I showed you. So this paper is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This would be 4 by 5 1/4. And let me see what this one is. Oops, I could read the measurement here. Oh, I don't know why I grabbed the small one. Hello. Where's my measurements? My eyesight's not good anymore. Oh, here we go. So the ballerina is not quite 4 1/2, 4 1/8 maybe, 4 3/8. How about that? By 3 1/8. And then so that leaves that 4 1/4 by 3, and then your zip strip. So that gives you a rough measurement, but gives you something, you know, to figure and go from there. And then this card really uses, other than the Dream Maker, really uses the mix-in paper. So I used another one of those cut shapes and did the opposite side of this pattern. And so this is the oval, and I am going to take our black ink, and this one that I showed you earlier has this oval, but it has these beautiful little wildflowers that are so dainty and so fun that I thought they'd be cute on a card. And so I'm looking for the right ones. I'm not inking it all the way down because I know it's not going to show too much of a tail on this small space. And I want to go this way, just like that. Let me get this cleaned off. And then one more in the middle. This one's going to be a little bit taller, I think. Trying to squeeze it in there. So just like that. Now you could color this in if you like, but you don't have to, and I'm not going to. And then I'm going to take, if I can find it, yep, here it is. This is another sentiment out of that same stamp set that has friend on it, just like that. And then, same thing, I have a little butterfly that I thought was so cute, and I'm gonna take that wording. Yeah, I'm going to go 3rd generation on this one because I want it to be very, very subtle. And you can see, let me get it in there so you can see it. It is very, very subtle in its look. I know in class they did it a little bit darker. I'm gonna get some flamingo. Even though we've been using ballerina, I needed flamingo because I wanted my butterfly to have a little bit more deeper pink. If you don't like it this pink, you could definitely use ballerina. But I wanted it to really pop off that. Be really cute with some clear sparkles. That would make it really cute and stand out also. And so let me show you, this is what all those pieces create this fun card. And again, you can see the difference in the two zip strips, but, well, maybe you can. I'm looking in there and I see you can't. You're like, what is she talking about? There you go. Now you can see the two differences in the two zip strips. And so it's whatever you have that's left over ready to go. But I really do. I think maybe a little bling in the middle would be kind of fun on that card. So another idea for you. Okay. So we have another fun little card to create. So you're starting with this base piece, which is 5.5 by 3 3/4. Then you're going to have a little zip strip. Well, they pretty much butt up. And then this is going to go like that. And then a really soft yellow. And you don't like it that soft, you want it a little darker, you could go this. That looks pretty, brings out the darkness in there. Then we have some mist that's going to go here, and we're going to create on this piece of French vanilla. So let me get this, my scratch paper here. And you guessed it, we're kind of making this another postcard-y look. So again, I'm just going to pounce. I don't have a lot of ink. I really pounced on the last one. So I'm just kind of roughing up more of the edges. I probably didn't show this, just taking and bringing those edges. I know I didn't do this on the last one. I'll have to go back and do it. I like that. It really does ground it, shows you more of that look. Now I'm going to try something. Here's the first generation, here's the second generation. I think I am going to do second generation. So it's a little bit softer, won't show as much. This saying again is going to go at the bottom in first generation, so you have that. Then there's another fun, and I got to make sure I put it the right way, fun little postal mark that I'm going to put like that. And that's why I wanted this one to be a little bit softer, because I wanted this to stand up. I didn't want the two colors trying to compete with each other, if that makes sense, okay? So we have that look, and that's going on this piece of mist cardstock. Let me give you, this is 1.5 by 5.5, and this is 2 3/4 by 3 1/4, and the French vanilla is 2.5 by 3. So you have those pieces. And then this is what the finished card looks like. We have a French vanilla tag. Let me stamp that for you so you guys understand how to do this technique. So it's a fun little stamp that, and I need some mist ink. So it's this little stamp. I know it's hard to see. What do I have right here? And the tag again is a thin cut that comes with that kit. And you're just going to kind of center it from that little hole that's on there. And it doesn't have to be perfect by any means whatsoever. It's more of a swatch is what I call it. But I'm just putting hello. Oh, I know better than just to free form it on a block. I need my Versamat to line it up, especially these small ones. And we'll see how accurate my hand is this morning. And we're just going to line it up the best we can. Well, that's not bad, Wanda. Voila. You have a nice little hello, which gives you this look when you are all finished. And let me just rough this up with color. Just taking, not really re-inking, not adding any more ink to my dauber, just to take that from that harsh white to add. So there you go. So you guys can see what I did. Just colored the edges. And then this one is using the toffee. So you have one long strip. You're not cutting it this time. So you're gonna have a long one like this and your 2 loops. This is Bluebell, which was an old color. And so I had some leftover gems, and again, use these little thin paper flowers just to reach and accent that card. And I thought it turned out really cute. I like the little pop of glitter, little glitter here. It just adds some fun accents. Okay. Last but not least, another fun little card. Using the Dream Maker Friendly Borders card kit. Not card kit, but yeah, it is a kit. Stamp set is what I'm trying to say. Spit it out, spit it out. So let me see if I can, oh, it's right here. Yeah, this is the stamp set. I need, does that help? Does that make it look a little bit better? But you have a whole row of birds that says Tweety birthday wishes. A little birdie told me it was your birthday. All the row of houses. Hope everything is good in your new hood. New beginnings, new memories, new home. I love this little squiggy and that little arrow. A row of hearts. Hello, get me at that. Another straight arrow, a little longer. Lots of love coming your way. Thank you, thank you, thank you, with the little chevron. And then this beautiful little patch of flowers. And so, needless to say, we're using the little patch of flowers, and we're making this a thank you card. Now, you can only get that stamp set through the month of May, so you don't want to delay in it, in waiting to get it, because it is darn cute, and you get some very pretty paper with it. So I am taking the border, and I'm not going too long, because you can see my piece of paper is only 2 1/4 by 2 1/2. And I am, without putting my head too far in the camera, trying to line it up and gently pressing without rocking, and lift up. And then I'm going to turn it upside down so that I have the flowers showcasing each other. And again, press without rocking. Hold my thumb down on my paper when I lift up on my stamp. And again, let me get this washed really quick. And then we are going to close up the black so I don't grab the wrong color. And we are going to take the thank you, and some mist ink. Make sure the wordings are going the right way. And you really only get 2 thank yous in here. Kind of line this up so I know where that line can help me. And again, this one you really, depending on your block, you want to be careful you really don't rock this one. Voila! It worked! I'm always happy when it works. So it looks like that. What do you think? Like that? Hopefully you do. So this one is just super simple. I'll show you the example they did in class. I ran out of paper, and so this one it's the same colors, just different choice of it, the way I built the card. And then you have a piece of Cosette that goes these are all Cosette papers. So like that. Then this is going to be just a sliver. It's just barely gonna stand out like that. And you're gonna put this on a white card base that you get that kind of look. So you can see it's opposite of what the class was, but you have some fun. And the Cosette paper, depending on what strips and what color, where you have yours left off, depends on what your look, this strip's gonna look like. So you could get very strategic and cut it accordingly, but it's just a 1 inch strip, 1 inch by 4. So it is perfect. I liked the white border. I thought it really added a lot. And then it's just the black gems that brought that all together. So let's bring all the cards back in. Oops. So that you can see them up close and personable. So these are the cards. Make some room here. Some fun creative cards that we created with Cosette. I hope you liked them. I hope this gets you excited about this paper pack and you get out and play with it. It just brings a smile to your face. And adding the mix-ins just makes your paper stretch farther. Again, you can find everything on my website. This paper is going away at the end of June. I know it's only the middle of May-ish, but I don't want you to delay. If you like this paper, don't wait. You want to jump on board right away. All right, ladies, have a great one. Can't wait to see what you create. Bye now.